Hello, this is Sam Simon, also known as Dementia Man, and this is my blog for essentially the first week of December, though it's coming out on the last days of um, November. And I'm going to talk about three things here. Try to get better at these blogs to let you know what's coming, hopefully hold your interest. Try to do it within 20 minutes at most. Uh, First, I want to talk a little bit more and give my thanks. Uh, Talk about my Thanksgiving briefly, talk about the book, and then talk about the end of the year and the future. So here we go. First of all, again, I want to thank everybody who is listening to this, who's been part of Dementia Man, and this incredible opportunity for me as a man now in his 81st year who has been diagnosed with early stage Alzheimer's to find his mind meaning in life through performance of this theatrical presentation. And now, but more about the book in a moment. But we have performed so many places. And I want to urge you as you listen to this, is there an organization in your community that would benefit by having a presentation of this one man play? It's an hour show plus a half an hour in discussion, but there could be more now, book talk and book signings and the like. We just came back from Williamsburg and had a performance there at Pirates Colony. We've performed in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. We've been in California. Uh, we've been in so many places. We've been in California, I guess once this year, but we've also been in Maryland, in Richmond, um, and we've already got a pretty decent lineup this coming year. We're going to be in libraries, and they're great. Now that especially that I have the book version of this, libraries, your local library might well want to present the show. Senior living facilities love to do it. The education department of local theaters, if you've got intimate and small stages in your community, these are places that really like to do it. Be in touch if you need some information and help presenting material, or we would be glad to talk to folks at those theaters. So yeah, and it was an interesting Thanksgiving because you remember I'm the guy with the disease. And it was a little bit different. I found myself being more quiet this year. It was wonderful. We had our children, both children, their spouses, and all four of our grandchildren, three of whom are in college. And they came back and they were here. They've been gone this year. And then our daughter-in-law's family, including her siblings, and there were also grandchildren there too. So it was really, really, really nice. It's always good to be with folks and to be part of that. I did find myself though being quieter and sitting back a little bit more. I'll have some big decisions to make this coming year about how much more I can do and should be doing with the play. But I got the book, and we're going to have a virtual book talk next Tuesday. That's December 2nd and 4th. Go to our websites. We'll have how to register for that. It's all on Zoom, and you can, and then just a quick request, the book. The book is on many different platforms. Encourage your library to get it. They can get it. Dementia Man, An Existential Journey. They can also get, so you get your libraries to get it. Right now, we have made a special. If you go to Amazon, the ebook is 99 cents. That's in part to get a lot of people to buy it quickly, and it gives us good ratings on Amazon and helps sell the book. We've been number one in new releases for Alzheimer's on Amazon, on dementia on Amazon and even on in the gerontology fields. So please go on to get the book any way you want it and most comfortable. Some people don't like Amazon, but there are any place. Encourage your libraries to get copies. Go in and ask them to get it. Dementia Man, and we'll make sure you can get the ISBN number on our website as well. So that's thanking you. That's the book. The book is out there. And now the end of the year. Ooh, well, first of all, let me actually add one more thing. We are finishing. November is both Alzheimer's Awareness Month and National Family Caregiver Month. And I've been a family caregiver in my life when my wife Susan went through breast cancer. You can see all about that book on theactualdance.com, a separate website. But Susan was always Susan. The role of family caregiver in this disease is magnitudes of order. You've heard me say that. More challenging and more difficult. I feeling very challenged by having to find ways not to be challenging to Susan. And confession time. Some bad thing this last week. I was late for a haircut. I was trying to get in my car and I started backing out without even looking. And we had a guest in our house and his car was parked and I just bashed into the back of that. $4,000+ damage to my car. I'm giving myself one more try. If it happens again, I'll stop driving. But that's just part, though. It's not just me, but what that does to Susan and her having to cope with it is so challenging. I love her so much and I'm so appreciative. But again, anything you can do if you know of anybody who's being their caregiver for somebody with a neurocognitive disorder, aka dementia, reach out to them even in these days and all year long to see what sort of help you can be and how you can just call them and just come by and invite them out. It is so important. So thank you. And now I'm looking forward to the rest of the year and to next year. We are going to continue into next year, at least for the first quarter. We've got I'll be in Charlottesville. I'll be in Northern Virginia in the libraries here again for performances. We can have a book talk. And this coming week, Tuesday and Thursday, as I said, there'll be a virtual book talk. Hope you, I hope to be in person so I can get you signed books. And the end of the year is a time to help support this work and continue your support. Dementia Man has a physical sponsor. It's called Fractured Atlas. And they are tax deductible. That is, donations to them are for the benefit of Dementia Man, or the actual dance, that's the other play. But for Dementia Man, all those are tax deductible. And so I urge you, please, part of your end of year giving, think of Dementia Man. Help us bring Dementia Man to everyone who needs to see it, to get the book to everyone who needs to read it, to support our ongoing efforts to reimagine, to help America rethink how we deal with people with cognitive disorders. I outline it in the book, a whole campaign on how to make America more accessible. Remember, I've had this disease now for 3 years and probably, in fact, been symptomatic for probably 10 years. The things that we can do, small things, just like we did for people with physical disabilities. If you've got a ramp, then you should have a desk with yellow flowers saying, If you have a cognitive disorder, we can come to this desk, we can help. So please go to dementiaman.com and you can just click on donate. That goes directly to Fractured Atlas. And all those donations are tax deductible. And for donations of $100 or more, you'll get the book, signed book, Dementia Man. So wishing you all, there'll be more blogs, but now's the time. I know you're out there shopping maybe, but it's time to begin to think about your end of year donations and to make plans for next year. We'll all get together maybe on New Year's Eve and see what we decided to do for next year. But thank you all. I want to thank everyone. And, you know, there are people who've been so important to this show. Gabrielle Mizels. Gabrielle has been my dramaturg. She has been my dramaturg on 2 books. She helped me figure it out. She challenged me. She made me rethink. She made me retry on the playwriting. And then there's Lyndon Gross. And Lyndon's going to be my guest on my next blog. Lyndon has been my writing coach now for 3 different books. If you don't know it, although I want you to get Dementia Man, it's the newest. There is the book, The Actual Dance, Love's Ultimate Journey for Breast Cancer. It is the caregiver's voice in being with a partner, Susan, who had breast cancer and the doctor said she wasn't going to survive. So she's an outlier. And then there's also a newer book than that. It's called Choosing the Public Interest. It's a career book. It's a set of essays from those of us who worked for Ralph Nader. Why did we, when we had a chance to go out and work for big companies or law firms, choose to work in the public interest? By the way, now that I mentioned it, Unsafe at Any Speed, the book that Ralph Nader wrote in 1965, was published on November 24th, 1965, 60 years ago. And because the result, and my first job was for him right after that. You know, when he wrote the book, General Motors tried to discredit him and hire people to follow him and write nasty things about him. He sued them and got a $500,000 settlement. And that is how got me started in my career as a lawyer for Ralph Nader in the public interest. And now there's a book called Choose the Public Interest. We want younger people today to do what we did. At any rate, I hope your Thanksgiving was great. I hope you're planning for the rest of the year. Hanukkah's coming up, Christmas coming up. Perfect gifts. Dementia Man, the book. Perfect gift. All right. Or how about the Actual Dance book? Or how about Choosing the Public Interest book? All right. There you go. Have a great start to the last month of the year.